Hello and welcome to this new part of Super Danganronpa Another 2. We started the very last investigation and we just found out that, well, Mikado in real life is actually dead and we have been tussling with his alter ego this entire time.
Who is the sexier half anyway, so it's fine. But I stand by what I said. He could have been fixed if you had just shown him kindness from the start. Because that's how alter egos work. They learn through interactions, and since everyone has been an asshole the whole time, he's now an even bigger asshole.
Alrighty then. Then I guess we'll talk to Mikado again.
Alright, Queen, what do you got?
Hey, Ray? What is it, Yoriko? I have a lot of questions, so can I ask something? Ever since Sora told me that you were alive, I've been thinking about something. How did you survive? We saw you get burned to a crisp by Mikado. Good question. Death in the virtual world means death in the real world, according to what Monocro said. Knowing that, how did you... The New World program is something very innovative, but equally as dangerous as it connects directly to your brain. It is indeed, as you said, if you die in the virtual world, you die in the real one too. But as you can see, I am not dead.
What? But...
The New World program has a feature called Forced Shutdown. If something unexpected happens within the program, you can use the Forced Shutdown feature. However, to do that a lot is required. Also, since it is an abnormal shutdown path, there are many side effects. So, you used that the moment right before we were executed as well? No, that was a forced shutdown from the outside. What I'm talking about is the forced shutdown from within. After Mikado woke up again, there wasn't another way to shut down the program from the outside. I made some sort of insurance by editing the forced shutdown code.
Some insurance?
Only people with administrator permissions could enter manually. But Terria and I were denied entrance, so I had to find another method to break the lock. In the process of doing this, I obtained an emergency escape code as a byproduct. An emergency escape code? It's a code to use in an emergency situation. With this, you can use it to exit the virtual world instantly. Right before my party caught fire, I used it to escape to the real world. What was left after was just my lifeless avatar. The ash body you saw after that was just an empty time left behind.
So, that's why you're still alive.
Wait, if something like that existed, couldn't you have just saved us all first? The Kisaragi Foundation is supposed to protect civilians. If you already knew it was a virtual world, you should have pulled us out right then and there. Easier said than done. The code used was just sloppy, makeshift code we came up with just as an insurance, as a backup plan. Also, the code was meant for one use only, meaning that it would almost be impossible to use for anybody but me.
Meaning that Terria didn't have one.
I wonder, does she mean one use only in terms of Mikado would immediately notice and patch it out?
I believe so. And maybe also that, like, it doesn't allow a repeat function, like, for someone else to use it. Like, singular input. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense in terms of programming, though.
That's fiction, Rina. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll just think about it like Mikado patched it out.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
Yeah. If it were possible, I would have done it right from the start. At the time, Terria and I got no prior information from Tsurugi about what was going on. We didn't even know that the Mikado Sanoji there was an alter ego. It was unexpected that he had that much power. Also, I didn't know anything about the next generation symbols of hope being kidnapped, and that the avatars were still from the high school days. But my actions weren't enough. I apologize. It's okay. It's already happened at this point. But why didn't Teria leave with you? You entered together after all. Didn't she just explain that?
She did just explain that, but Yoriko is genuinely that dumb. He doesn't listen.
I originally thought, if something unexpected happens, to use emergency escape. After I got back to the real world myself, I would pull Teria out right away. I didn't know that I could do it within the virtual world, so I took action and cut the power from the outside.
Wasn't that impossible?
Yes, of course. The reason we got in so easily was because Mikado Sanoji let us invade the virtual world. After I left, he immediately strengthened the security.
Sounds about right.
Since he's an alter ego, it should have been simple for him. But it was a much bigger problem than that. And that was? You remember, right, Yoriko? You were told when you were asked why the Foundation arrived so late. We weren't too late, it's just that the flow of time in the virtual world and the real world is completely different. The flow of time is different? What the hell?
It's like, you know when time passes differently in dreams than it does, like, in person?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing here.
Makes sense. Speed up function.
Yeah.
It was today that Terry and I connected to the virtual world. Not a day has passed since then. Man. That only makes it worse.
Yeah. So, in Neo, a month has passed. Outside of Neo, it was same day occurrence. Wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
What? No way, it's already been at least a month since the killing game started.
Time delay. Have you ever heard of the twin paradox? Although it is a slightly different concept to this. It might be difficult for you to understand, but just consider it as a Urashima effect. Do you know the story of Urashima Taro? The time experience in the virtual world, it was faster than reality. Yes, I tried to take action as soon as possible, but actually, in a blink of an eye, it had already been several days in the virtual world. So, no, it is not an excuse. Even if there wasn't a time flow difference, it would have not been possible to breach through Alter Ego Mikado's security. I thought it was too easy. If I had just known Mikado's identity from the beginning, this wouldn't have. No, I'm just making more excuses. I'm so goddamn pathetic.
Right.
Tsurugi Kinjo, he's the leader of the Foundation. Because of him, all of this happened. Why didn't he just give you the right information from the start?
Why? Why didn't Tsurugi tell anyone such crucial information? Honey, this is stubborn Tsurugi we're talking about. When does he ever tell anyone information unless he super trusts them? And even then, he won't now, considering what he went through with Yuki. The idiot.
It does make him a lot more stupid, though. To not
Yeah,
trust
I know.
Mikaru of all people.
I know, he's a fucking idiot. Trauma-filled idiot. I get it, but also I want to shake him. Even if it was to hide Shobai's infiltration, Rei and Teria were his partners, and to some extent friends. Did he not trust you both?
He's that kind of guy, you know. He's been like this ever since our encounter with Futsuro. In addition to the extra manpower of the Foundation, his desperation kept getting worse. Terry tried to follow Tsurugi to the end, but I really can't do it anymore. This is why I'm acting alone. I'll solve this my way. So, what now? Do you have a plan, Ray? We can't change anything by just thinking about it. As soon as Mikado Sanoji was revived, the Foundation was defeated. And here we're in the same situation as you. Tsurugi doesn't seem to accept that.
When has he ever accepted defeat gracefully?
Never.
Not at all. Not the Tsurugi Kenjo that I know.
Mikado invited us to go back to the virtual world. That means he still needs something from us. First of all, I think it should be our main priority to investigate the clues that he left for us and discover what they mean. In the end, nothing has changed. We have no choice but to continue investigating. Do you have any more questions? I think that's everything. You've done enough. After everything that's happened, the future's really important right now. So, may I ask you a question? Hello, Akane Taira?
Do you need something?
No, we've known each other for a long time. You just feel different from the one I knew back then. Do you prefer this look? Or is it just to your memory loss?
I can't help it. My appearance is just because of my avatar.
No, that's not what I was asking. Are you the real Akane Taira?
Thank you, Ray, for having brain cells and noticing that was something off immediately and that this doesn't feel like Akane. Fuck.
What? You're bringing that up again?
Ray, to answer that, I want to know something in return. Do you know anything about the death of my body in the real world?
Strictly speaking, you are alive. It's just your brain that's dead and you can't wake up. Basically, you're half dead. It was Tsurugi who discovered your body. They only told me because he was at the scene. Does that answer your question?
Ray, Am I an alter ego of Akane Taira?
Very good question. What? Sora, what on earth are you talking about?
You said that the real Mikado died a long time ago, and that the real Mikado is just his alter ego. It feels like I remember him saying something weird. No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try and deny it. I know you already know it to be true.
Of course that recontextualizes that conversation.
Yeah, because that was also part of the points. Oh, I love that monologue so much.
Dead in the real world and alive as an alter ego in the virtual world. Do you mean that you two are the same in that regard? That's wrong. Sora's alive. She's just unconscious.
Copium.
Yeah. That's incorrect. Yours and Mikado's situation are different. Even if you are both only alive in the virtual world, you are certainly using a connector to come here. In other words, even if you're brain dead, there's still a connection going through between your machines and the nerves. An alter ego doesn't need such a medium.
When I spoke to you in the Tower of Babel and heard the name Akane Taira, I remembered everything. When I got my memories back, I thought for certain that I was Akane Taira, and I had no doubts. But since then, something weird has been happening. I'm not really sure about my memories being Akane's.
Are you saying that you don't have her memories? But then, how do you remember details about me?
No, I definitely have some of them. But how do I explain this? It's like a memory that I haven't actually experienced myself. It just feels like an emotionless memory. I feel like that wasn't actually me.
Sora!
Ray, you said that alter ego Mikado has the same purpose as the real Mikado, right? You're right that an alter ego can share memories with their real counterpart, but it's not the same for me.
Well, it was hard to believe until I saw it with my own eyes. Wait, Sora, if you're really an alter ego, it means that somebody must have made you. So that begs the question, who did it and for what purpose? It wasn't Mikado, was it? I don't know if you're an alter ego or not, but you could be something very similar to one. Although you are brain dead in reality, your consciousness is in a virtual world, so it's unnatural. Tsurugi might know something. I could ask him for you if you would like.
No, I'll talk to him myself. But right now, who I am isn't important. Knowing my identity won't change what we have to do right now.
Sora!
Hi.
Well said. Our top priority right now is to stop Mikado's plan. That's all we need to do.
Thanks, Ray.
If she really is an alter ego, then maybe it's Sora who gets put into a toy dog to get out of the virtual program. Man.
Making the decision to fight together with us must have been a difficult one for you to make.
I have no intention of forgiving you, Akanetera.
Of course, I know that.
Well, there will be no problems as long as you're aware of that. Yuriko, I would be grateful if you could lend me a hand too. Well, there's not really another option. I am sorry about being so angry before. I don't hate you. It's just you didn't really leave a good first impression.
She's used to that, don't worry about it.
I get that a lot.
At least she knows. Queen, I love you.
Anyway, I don't think Tsurugi will be happy to learn that he's on the same side as Akanetera. I'll keep collecting clues. You two should investigate as much as you can as well. Be careful if you plan to talk to Tsurugi. He's acting quite unpredictable at the moment.
Alright, thanks for worrying about us. I'll see you at the trial grounds.
Yeah. I think we've talked for long enough. Mikado said that we don't have a time limit, so we should still have a lot of time to investigate. Sora, don't worry so much. It doesn't matter if you're an alter ego or not. I know the person I've spent all this time with isn't fake. Everything will be fine. We should go out on a girls' night out, just the two of us, after this is all over. What do you think? With Sora in the toy robot. Sora, you, Ray, and Teria are older than the others, right? It would be kinda awkward if I was asking an underage person to go out drinking with me. Making sure. I see. With a toy robot.
You don't have to worry about that, Yoriko. It sounds like a great idea.
He wasn't worried about anything. Don't assume things.
I'm just wondering if you're a lightweight.
I wasn't a fake ultimate hostess for nothing, you know.
Oh, please.
You better be prepared, Sora. We're gonna drink the night away until one of us blacks out. Let's not.
Let's not. I'm, looking forward to it.
What's the night worth when you can't remember it?
Exactly. Ray told us a lot of shocking things, but it's not the end. It doesn't change what we need to do. All we have to do is work together, then we can defeat Mikado. For the day where I go out drinking with Yoriko, I have to move forward. Nah, you can do better.
Shall we get going, Sora?
Yeah, we need to investigate every nook and cranny of the clues that Mikado left behind. From what we learned from Rei, it would be best to talk to Tsurugi and Shobai for now.
Yeah, Rei was only just told it herself. They definitely know more than we do at the moment.
Still have time, let's get moving.
Wee.
Girly pop.
Wee.
Man, that was a long cutscene with Girly Pop. Anyway.
Yes. Alright.
Off we go elsewhere.
Where to go next? Where to go? Upwards.
Hey, second
Oh,
floor.
Iroha.
Oh god, fucking this scene. Okay.
New sprite?
Yeah, you'll see why in a minute.
Iroha, what are you doing just standing here? I have a suspicion. Oh, Yoriko and Sora.
Are you really drawing right now?
Why are you doodling at a time like this? We're supposed to be investigating, you know. Did you expect anything of her?
No, because Yoriko's fucking stupid.
Don't talk to me.
What? Why?
I'm drawing my final piece. I want to concentrate. Oh man.
I feel like she's trying to... I think she's trying to cope with stress.
Yeah.
The fact that she feels like she's going to die. And also she doesn't feel like she can contribute to the investigation. Which, fine. She is very much little dumb chihuahua, I understand. Let her cope, I guess. She needs to save all her brain cells for the trial anyway.
Whatever of them still remain.
Exactly. I don't fault her for this.
What the hell are you saying? Final piece. Don't be stupid. You're just running away, coward. What a sprite. I'm running away. We're all going to die anyway. It doesn't matter.
She's kind of mirroring Yuki when he was in his fucking cynicism hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iroha, you.
I have no chance of beating Mikado. I'm prepared to give up everything and create one last masterpiece of my life before we all turn to dust. I mean, girl, can anyone even take it out of this program?
Probably not, but does she know that? No, she's stupid as fuck. God damn it, Yoriko, stop. Yoriko!
You don't need to hit her, you know?
I'll watch, it gets worse.
Not that. Why do you always abuse me?
Because Yoriko can't keep her fucking hands to herself or keep her temper.
Oh, you wanna know why? Because you're just giving up. Stop saying such idiotic things and do some investigating. I wonder. Yoriko, do you have any clues on how to beat Mikado? No, but we'll never know if it's possible unless we try. Iroha has developed an attitude.
I know, and I kind of appreciate it, because she's tired of people hitting her and mistreating her, and so she's like, I may as well be a brat in my last moments, which honestly I gotta respect her trying to take back her agency here. Like, go off, Iroha, go off. Yoriko, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Iroha deserves being a little bitch.
Honestly, yes, she does. Go off, Iroha.
That's impossible. Shobai told me. How can some dumb human speed an artificial intelligence like that, and much less when we're in a world where it has complete control?
That's really what Shobai said?
He might just be fucking with you.
He might be, because right now he's kind of on his side, so...
Why do things always happen to me?
Iroha, you're such a selfish little brat, but I appreciate how funny you are.
Yeah. everything I tried to do ends up being wrong. I just wanted to live a normal life, have friends.
Iroha, calm down. The class trial hasn't even started yet. I know it's not going to be easy, but we can beat Mikado. We all just need to work together. It is possible.
Stop pretending to be some manga protagonist. This isn't fiction. We can't do this.
It's so disorienting to see Iroha, of all the cast, breaking the fourth wall right now, when Sora and Mikado were the only ones doing it for the longest time, and like the Voids during Void Theater just a little bit. But like, it is so funny to see her doing it now, because she's not even smart enough for it, and she's pulling it off.
Even if we manage to defeat Mikado and escape here safely, the Kisaragi Foundation will just arrest me. If I survive, I'll just spend the rest of my life in jail. I mean, yeah.
She's such a little brat. I love her. She's so funny.
I'll go back to painting. I'm sorry. We're leaving, Sora.
Why?
There's nothing more we can do. I have nothing to say to someone who's this desperate, and that's just pathetic. Aren't you a counselor?
Exactly my point about why her writing is dog shit, Rina. Because any role she's been put into has been complete fucking bullshit. It's not written well.
Yeah.
She's not written as a counselor. She's not written well even as a hostess. Like that's like the role that she's supposed to convey. Both of her roles are dog shit. They're not even accurate. Writing's bullshit, but.
Okay, we'll leave you alone. Continue your drawing. Just know it's never too late. Don't cry and give up. We're all in this together.
Yeah, Yoriko, because that's going to do anything after the display that you just gave her.
Yeah. She's going to stay pathetic until the end.
Honestly, you are pathetic. But okay.
Sora, let's ignore her and keep on investigating.
Alright. Didn't Iroha say that Shobai told her it's impossible? Do you think Shobai told Iroha about Mikado's identity?
Shobai? I don't think he's someone to give out that information so easily.
Me, he will.
Well, Ray told us, so it's possible she did the same to Iroha.
Yeah, but... let's just find Shobai and ask him ourselves.
I don't really want to talk to him, but I guess it can't be helped.
Your opinions don't matter, mine do. Let's go.
I
love how she just moved over
to the next couch, I see.
She's just like, I'm just gonna go over here so I can keep drawing and gonna sit on a comfy couch instead of scrinkle up next to a houseplant. Like, okay, girly.
Hi, Showbais.
Hello, Shobai.
Shobai, we've been looking for you.
What do you lot want?
Now I know why you're dressed like that.
I honestly didn't like you from the beginning. I didn't.
No one cares. Sorry, I'm tired of her.
I didn't think it was possible to be more disgusted by the sight of you than I already was, but here we are.
Oh, are you gonna tell me what you want?
We've heard everything, including what you did. All of this is your fault. You dug your own grave.
I love how he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, king shit. Shobai, I'd like to hear it come from your mouth. You assisted with Mikado's plan, but at the same time, you were working as a double agent for the Kisaragi Foundation. Is it true?
I told you, I didn't think Director wanted to talk to you lot. Oh, Ray Mekaru. That explains it.
Why? Someone like you.
Why? Of course, it's just for money.
I mean, we've been new.
We've been new. He cares. He literally cares about nothing else. I've been saying this from the start. This man is an arrow ace that just wants his dosh. That is it. He doesn't give a shit about anything else. And honestly, respectful.
The world has changed since the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Good God, I'm fucking tired of that phrase. My main clients were ones caught up in the tragedy, or people who ended up in hiding. What's even more annoying is that there wasn't much work because of the restoration process and the battle against despair. With the lack of work, that Mikado Sonoji's deal seemed like a rain in a drought. So why would I decline an offer like that?
Even if your employer isn't an AI, you weren't even hired by the real Mikado. He was that guy's alter ego. We already know everything.
Because he was an alter ego, he became more reliable as an income source.
Again, like I said, the wire transferring, it's like immediate money in his account. Of course he'd be more on board with that. And also, humans change their minds. AIs normally don't. They get stuck, or at least by how the narrative's painting it here, they get stuck on a goal and they go for it. Humans could lie. And as I mentioned before, Mikado does not.
What?
I'm no psychologist, but trust me on this. Humans are the most unreliable creatures on this planet. On the other hand, an AI with a clear sense of purpose is the perfect business partner. Also, the price was paid in advance as a single payment.
Oof. Yeah, so he probably hotwired that shit to his account like immediately. How does an alter ego pay you?
Hell if I know, probably stole the money from someone's account and deposited it into mine. I don't give a shit. That's all. Shut up and leave me alone. I have nothing I want to talk about with you all. Feel like a dog right now.
Did you talk to Iroha? Iroha said you told her something. Don't discriminate.
That girl really is a loudmouth. Doesn't she know what confidential information is? That stupid girl bought information using standard procedure and paid up. I ain't giving that information for free, you know.
Wow, she paid you and you gave her that? Okay.
Not surprising. We'll pay up too. How much are we talking? He's so not amused! What's at that look? If Iroha can buy the information, why can't we? He's not having it.
Alright, you can buy my services. It's not like there's anything else to do right now. Oh, what do you want to know from trash like me?
I don't want just a chat. This is about investigation. Tell us everything you have investigated so far.
It's useless info anyway. Just so you're aware, it doesn't matter what I tell you. It's impossible to beat Mikado Sonoji.
How can you be so sure?
It's just how it is. There's no way to beat him from the inside of the virtual world. That's why I intervened from the outside. I didn't know shit would end up like this mess.
We don't know until we try.
Alright, if you have something to say, make it quick. There's a lot you want to ask me, right?
There's something I want to know first. Your principle is clearly don't reveal any information or transaction details to anyone, right? You're a criminal, but you still have some sort of honor code. So why did you make a contract with Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time?
That's right. Even during the class trial, you tried to hide the deal you made with Emma.
You're right. I do have what you would call a set of beliefs that I follow. I'm not sure if it's just because I broke that rule that all this shit is happening. But I had my reasons. I didn't just mindlessly take the money. Of course, the cash was huge. But if you analyze the situation carefully, staying with the Foundation was more beneficial in the long run. Mikado Sonoji. Something's changed since I first met him, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I've been doing this line of work for years, and my instinct's been telling me that something is wrong. That's why I betrayed Mikado Sonoji.
Isn't that the opposite of what you just said? I thought an alter ego would be more reliable than a human.
I thought that at first too, but as the deal went on, the more something seemed weird. Felt much different from simply being betrayed. It was like an unknown anxiety I felt around Mikado.
Come to think of it, doesn't that mean you're in danger too? I thought he's the type of person to kill anybody who betrayed him.
Depends. Depends on how he feels about you.
I've already told you, no matter what we do, it's impossible to beat him. He knows I betrayed him, but he doesn't care. Killing me is just trivial to him.
Gomii, that's quite unusual coming from someone like you. You usually always found a way.
Problem is us. We're just human. We can't win, as long as we are limited by that fact.
Well, then I guess we'll just have to hope that Sora's also an alter ego and can duke it out. If that's true, why the hell did you betray him? If you didn't think you could beat him, you shouldn't have betrayed him in the first place. If he did that, then you would be dead.
True.
After I vanished, didn't you suddenly get disconnected from the virtual world?
Why are you bringing that up?
It wasn't supposed to happen. It was an error, hostess.
It's been a while since I was a hostess, you know. Is that why the execution was interrupted?
No, that was just a side effect of the reboot. Did any of you feel less energetic before then?
When I was about to enter the trial grounds, I lost consciousness.
That's because I was shutting down the virtual world from the outside. That's why I betrayed Mikado. That is the only way you can defeat an alter ego, by shutting him down. No matter how smart an alter ego is, it's just a computer program in the end. You can just turn that shit off.
If it doesn't escape into the interwebs.
Yeah.
Does an alter ego die when you shut the device it's connected to off?
Nah. You would need to delete it.
Yeah.
It's just like going to sleep.
This goes sleep mode.
That isn't exactly a thing for an alter ego, but if there's no power supply, they can't operate. They'll just freeze forever until what they're connected to is turned back on.
But that didn't happen. Mikado just came back and called us all here, right? If he couldn't turn himself back on, does that mean that someone from the outside turned the machine back on?
I got no clue what happened.
Good question. What happened, actually?
Could do something like that. Oh, when you learn that, I'm gonna go nuts, because it's actually pretty funny.
Hold on, I can assure you that nobody turned it back on. The only ones who could have done it are the director, Rei Mikaru, and myself. We were the only ones in the room at the time. I didn't do it. I'm not batshit crazy that I'd mess with him again.
So, how did Mikado come back?
No clue. If this shit hadn't have happened, all of this would be over, and I'd be cracking open a nice cold beer right now.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Little sippy.
But man, I mean, if it really was only possible for those three, then it must have been Tsurugi. Because Mikaru wouldn't do that. And Shoei wouldn't lie to us right now, would he?
He's not lying. There's a different reason, and you will find out later as to why everything turned back on. Wait, that means... You said no matter how strong an alter ego is, they couldn't prevent themselves from being turned off, right? Ignoring Mikado waking up from the equation, shouldn't it have been over regardless if he woke up or not?
There's two problems with your idiotic statement. Number one, if we didn't come here, the door to the lab would remain locked forever. We'd be fucked. Did you even listen to what the hostess said? Mikado locked the door to the lab and locked us all in. The door was powered by electricity. We didn't have a choice since Mikado was in control of the facility.
Oh, wait. What are you talking about the facility for?
What? Didn't Rei Mikaru tell you both? The Neo-World program is linked directly to the lab. Mikado Sonoji is the Neo-World program itself, which is why he has control of the entire facility out there. You don't seriously think the Neo-World program is all contained in some tiny little computer, do you?
Wait, so Mikado is the Neo World program?
Okay. Yeah, I was the one who installed Alter Ego Mikado into the Neo-World program. And he kind of just morphed into it. And it's become him now, basically, over-evolving. Yeah, that's basically what he's saying here. It's been quite a while since I did it, so he's probably almost fully integrated with the Neo-World program now. Lab 2. Secondly, there's a lot of security in the Neo-World program. Mikado Sonoji and the Neo-World program are now one and the same, so his security has increased significantly. In other words, the Neo-World program will no longer shut down even if the outside power is cut completely. How?
No way. How's that possible? It's just a machine. It can't run without any power.
It's not just some basic computer we're talking about. If you really want to stop the power supply to the Neo-World program, you'd have to blow the entire facility up. But even that wouldn't be enough. You'd have to blow up the entire island to make sure all the wires are destroyed.
Wait, we're on an island in the real world?
It's not just some ordinary island, it's an exclusive one with only one facility on it, the lab.
Wait, if there's so much security, how did you turn it off before? Even though Mikado came back somehow, didn't you already shut it down once already?
You wanna know what I used?
USB? Huh?
It's a USB containing the administrator code for the Neo-World program.
There's an admin code?
Using it gives you administrator privileges. With this, you'd have the exact same power as Mikado.
Really? How do you have that?
Because I was the one who modified the Neo-World program in the first place. Oh, it wasn't just the modification. I did everything, from the stealing to building the lab to installing the software.
What?
Why are you so surprised? How else do you think an alter ego could do all this without a physical body?
What? So you're responsible for everyone's deaths?
Wait a minute. You did this all by yourself?
You might not believe it, but it's true. Well, that's one question answered. Didn't you want to know how I turned it off, too?
Oh, yeah.
Using the admin code, I was able to modify the program. That's when I restarted the program. Doing that bypassed all the security that Mikado worked on. When I got past the security, it was only a matter of a few clicks to turn it off. Simple, right?
Couldn't you just do that now? If you have the same privileges as Mikado, we're saved.
Are you joking? Of course he blocked my code. Why on earth would he let someone who betrayed him have a code like that?
Access revoked.
Yep.
How powerful really is the admin code?
Not exactly that powerful. About the equivalent of Mikado's, nothing more, nothing less. When I was in the real world, he took my permissions away. If my permissions were still here, I could have added some countermeasures right now.
Well, that USB is basically useless.
The USB itself is still useful, however, we need a new password to get the permissions back. Since the password has now been changed, it's gonna be useless to us now.
But if we manage to find a password, there's a chance we could win, right? If we just find a password, everything will be okay. Even if we don't know it, can't we just keep trying different passwords until we find the right one? How long do you suppose that would take?
Can't just guess a password that easily. It's got way too many characters. It's got the chance of a lottery. Either way, what we know now is that Mikado is back, and it seems like even he doesn't know how it happened.
You haven't even tried to find another solution. You've just been sat here in despair this whole time.
It's because there isn't a way out of this. An alter ego will instantly improve its security flaws. There's nothing you can do against something like that. I spent years preparing for this. I knew what he could do, and everything still ended up going to shit. All my years of preparation, all for nothing. Guess my life was destined to be shit ever since I was born.
I guess you also have your depresso face now.
He's always been a pessimist.
Yeah,
He
but
has always been a pessimist. He has never hid it.
he wasn't really the type to really just give up and do nothing, though.
I mean, but he's always been a pessimist about it. Just like, well, fuck, I'll go do something else then, since I can't do that. Like, he'll hop from thing to thing. Since there's nothing else to do right now, yeah, this is absolutely something he'd do. It's like, ah, fuck, well, I'm out of options for now, so I guess I'll just sit here. Bye. Even with saying something so depressing, Shobai kept his usual smirk. It was just as Yoriko said. Unlike the usual cocky Shobai we got before, he seemed deep in despair about the situation. To be honest, he seemed like quite the pessimistic guy on the inside. We knew that from his free time events. Shobai was unusually talkative. His abnormal behavior might be because we're against someone who, apparently, can't be beat. And also, you guys have worked together to get through trials before, so he's low-key relying on you to try and figure something out right now, if I'm being honest. Shobai, what are you gonna do now? Both your business with Mikado and the Kisaragi Foundation doesn't really matter anymore. Now that you're a victim like us, you need to come up with some sort of plan.
Well, it doesn't matter what I do. I'm gonna find a way to get out of this situation fucking alive. I don't give a shit what you lot do.
Don't be stupid. This whole situation is your fault anyway. Take some responsibility, damn it.
Well, that's really funny that you think he would.
Don't hold me accountable for this. Nothing else to say? I'm leaving then.
Wait a minute! Wait, I want to ask something. Shobai, I have something to ask.
Mikado.
What do you want? Now that I think about it, it was you who worked with Nikkei to create the Tower of Babel, right?
Wait, you work with Nikkei too? Just how many people did you work with?
He's the true definition of mole. Well, it would only be possible for you to do such a feat. Our idiotic void friends couldn't do something like that by themselves. The helpless Nikkei. He must have saved a lot of money to be able to avoid Shobai's services.
What are you doing here? Finally come to punish the traitor, huh?
No way! Don't be so down. You are my precious partner after all. Don't be scared, I won't hurt you.
What do you want from me? What the hell are you after? Even if Utsuro gets resurrected, you're still stuck in the virtual world.
Shoba, you should already know. The plan I gave you, it's the true ending I listed.
True ending.
How about it, Shobai? I have a proposition for you. Would you like to work at my side again?
What?
I already betrayed you once. Why would you want to work with someone like me again?
That's true, but all humans lie and betray. However, no longer care about any of that. Of course, you'll be paid in full. I still need you for something. Shobai, don't listen to him, it's a trap. I'll pay you double the amount of the Kisaragi Foundation is offering you. It's the same situation as before, no? You joined the Kisaragi Foundation because there was more benefit for you. Now the tables have turned, and it would be much more beneficial to join me, wouldn't it?
True, true.
That was also when you did not know my updated plan. I'm sure you'd see the benefits if you heard what it entails.
Alright, you got my attention. It's not like I can do anything to stop you anyway.
Shobai, no!
I mean, what did you expect?
Lollipop, he's not a good person. I don't know what you think.
It's no use, Sora. He's not on anybody's side. Shobai's mind is swayed only through the power of money. If you wish to change Shobai's mind, you'd have to offer him something more.
You're a disgrace.
No. How about we talk in private? Look with the investigation, Sora, Yoriko. The final quest trial is approaching us soon. Shobai.
They left.
Are you surprised?
Will everything be okay? Do you think Shobai will side with Mikado again? He didn't actually agree to it yet.
He said he was interested. I'm not sure. Like Mikado said, Shobai isn't on anyone's side. Ever since the beginning, he was always our enemy. The only thing I know for sure is this. If Shobai joins with Mikado, we have another problem on our hands. I'm worried what Shobai and Mikado are talking about. There are still some things for us to investigate, but it looks like there is no way to beat Mikado. We should give up on that for now.
Meow.
Well. Phew.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are we only going to be able to get through the investigation today? Because I'm looking at what time it is and I'm like, there is no way we're getting through the trial today.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah, I guess we'll just finish the investigation today.
What the heck is that?
I recognize that scream. Iroha? What's going on?
Up here?
Yeah.
What happened?
What's going on, Iroha?
It's you two. What are you doing? Playing on a slot machine? What happened to drawing your final piece?
How about that? Would you two like to play the slot machine?
What? You want us to play?
If you want to play, play alone. We're not just messing around like you.
That's not what I meant. Something weird happened.
Something weird. Roha, did you get a jackpot?
She must have kept spinning it until she got it. Probably been here since we last saw her.
That's where. Sora, turn the lever. Trust me.
You're acting really weird.
Sora! Sora! Just ignore this idiot.
Turn the lever on the slot machine, just as Iroha said. The slot machine has been here ever since we first entered the Mono Cruise in the beginning of the killing game. Shortly after the machine stopped, I understood. I understood exactly what Iroha was talking about.
Again.
Meow.
Divine luck bullshit.
Yeah.
What?
Sora, you got 777? I mean, money doesn't do much in a virtual world, but that's really impressive luck.
It's not that. Sora, turn the lever again.
Sora, aren't we just wasting time here?
Wait, Yoriko, something is off.
Huh?
Wow. Divine luck bullshit.
Divine luck be through the roof today, it seems. What? Oh, 7s again? Is the machine broke or something?
No, it's not that.
It's not a slot machine. No matter what you do in this room, you will always get the best possible result. The probability doesn't make sense at all.
What does this?
Wait, I'm going to check something out. Because of Iroha's words, we decided to try out the other games in the room. And the results were outstanding.
What is this? We tried card games, dice, darts. All of the results we got were ridiculous. Why are we so lucky?
I don't even know how to play pool. The balls go in the holes even if I hit them randomly.
Is this just an anomaly caused by the restart of the virtual world? Like how Mikado can use magic?
Iroha, do you know why this is happening?
I don't have a clue.
Huh?
This is the power of divine luck.
Hi, babes. I missed you, even though you were here 5 seconds ago.
What's with that face? It looks like you've just seen a monster. That hurts a lot, you know.
It's your face. Your face is taunting me.
Kato.
What are you doing here? What have you done to Shobai?
My deal with Shobai is sure to go smoothly. Well, I don't have to tell you anything. You'll find out the outcome sooner or later. The power of divine luck. What does that mean? The entire game room has been changed to give you some clues about divine luck. This is an artificial simulation space of divine luck. In other words, you can call this the divine luck experience.
The divine luck experience?
Now that everyone knows Void's plan to revive Utsuro, so that his divine luck will come back. This is the rest of my plan, to create an artificial space of divine luck within my program. Even though it's artificial, it seems real, right? This can be accomplished by extracting Utsuro's legacy from Yuki's brain. What have you done to Yuki? I didn't do anything! Yuki himself is turning into Master Utsuro.
Eh...
In order for me to complete the transformation from Yuki to Utsuro, I need to create a similar experience to the last time it happened. If Yuki becomes a vessel for this artificial divine luck, I will be able to merge it with his body and Utsuro will be resurrected.
Mikado, did you create divine luck?
I'm not sure how I did it, but I must have been very lucky. During my first attempts, the power was significantly weaker. The fact that the artificial divine luck is so powerful means that the resurrection of Master Utsuro is drawing near. Oh, watch this! No matter how I shuffle the cards, I always end up with a royal flush.
This is ridiculous. This isn't luck. It's just a big scam you made by manipulating a virtual world. You're just trying to confuse us.
I'm not denying anything, however. It's still a game of probability, even if it only applies in the virtual world. But if we put that power inside of Yuki's body, Utsuro would be resurrected. and using the personality override feature of the Neo World program.
Man, you really just plan to, like... Man.
Master Utsuro will rise from the grave. This will no longer be a game of chance. It will be the birth of the true wielder of divine luck, the one who controls reality. That's just sophistry. No matter how much you try, it's impossible to recreate divine luck. You can fuck off with that. Mikado, I love you, but I refused the first time for this line when it came up, and I'm refusing again. Countless numbers of times. What? Countless times I tried. This is the exact number of times I tried. I have simulated this before.
Wait, that's over 10 over 20.
Is that big? I haven't even heard of a number that high before.
This is the result of reaching about 5,700 of the amount that explains why it's possible. That's just a ridiculous number. Maybe for a mere human, but not for someone like me. I think it's a rather small number. I was prepared to go up at least 10 over 52. This was the purpose of my creation. Even if it took me an eternity, I would find the answer eventually. All that time has not been spent in vain. This is the final stage of the plan. The divine luck is already affecting reality, is it not?
That's...
How else do you think I was able to wake up again?
Really?
It's a little more in depth than that, but yes, that's part of the explanation of it. Honestly, Shobai's betrayal wasn't even considered in my plan. I felt some slight despair when the program was shut down. But nevertheless, I woke up again. I thought to myself, this must be the power of divine luck. What else could it be?
Oh, I understand now.
So, that's what happens. To complete the plan, you need Yuki's body to become Utsuro, and you'd have to a perfect form of divine luck. Is that what brought us back to the virtual world? It felt good to wake up, but the plan was still a failure. I'll tell you the reason I brought you all here, and why I'm holding a class trial to finish the plan at the trial. So you may continue to investigate. You have to keep trying out the divine luck in this room if you wish. Isn't divine luck an amazing experience? While it's not quite finished yet, you can still use it for the games here. Everything is going the way I want it to. Isn't life so great?
Is that really true? Is divine luck really being revived again?
Do you truly believe I'm only capable of deception? Isn't the fact that I woke up again proof enough?
So, it isn't too late? There's hope? And I'll get it back too?
Hey, Iroha!
Oh. I'm not sure you deserve it. After all, you were against me just moments ago, correct?
That's... You know you've betrayed me first. That's all in the past. I'm not gonna die, right? What's best for me is to hope divine luck gets revived.
Yes, nobody has to die. The killing game is over now. You're right, anyway. It's all in the past. Then, say yesterday's enemy is today's friend, after all. So, shall we work together again?
Man, he really be recruiting his former allies again.
Yes, let's do it.
It's his goddamn charisma, Rina. It's his charisma.
Man.
He has incredible charisma. And also, I love him. He's such an asshole. I was lying. Who would want to work with a worthless piece of trash like you? You're that idiotic that you would be absolutely no use to my plan now anyway. Do you understand?
What?
Don't worry, Iroha. I will still spare your life. Isn't that what matters most? Even if you don't like it, the resurrection of the divine luck is already been determined. I'll still allow you to have some brief exposure to it since I'm so generous. Until then, please enjoy the divine luck experience. Please don't just sit around and do nothing, though.
Alright, Mikado.
Iroha, you...
Are you surprised?
They shouldn't be. No one said this cast was smart.
I can explain.
You must have some guts to announce you're betraying us right in front of our faces.
I'm sorry.
Come back here! Say it to my face!
Calm down, Yoriko. Iroha's already given up.
This is just too much. I don't care what she does. Him?
Talking about Mikado here, not Iroha.
But that doesn't... it doesn't really make sense though.
I know.
Are we sure this isn't a translation error?
Iroha's not a threat. So it's definitely not.
Stupidity can hurt. I don't care what he does, I just don't want him to hurt us. Sora, what do you make of Mikado's words?
About the resurrection of divine luck?
What he said might be true. Neither Rei or Shobai could figure out how Mikado managed to come back. The power to make such an unexplainable phenomenon happen at will. Is that what divine luck is?
But I don't understand. The true divine luck will return by putting artificial luck inside of Yuki's body. Divine luck, the true divine luck. Yoriko, it's not just the divine luck that matters. I'm not sure why, but Yuki is turning into Utsuro. It doesn't make sense, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sure doesn't.
There's no way around it. If that happens, Yuki's personality could disappear forever. It's fine, but I also don't want Utsuro there, so if I had to choose, I don't want this happening. The eternal rest of Utsuro is the freedom of Yuki. That's why we have to stop Mikado. That's right. We all have to get out of here alive. But our priority is the one most at risk here, Yuki. Yuki's life was ruined by Utsuro.
Most certainly.
That's one of the few things that is correct about this fucking situation. As someone who was at Master Utsuro's side for a lifetime, I must help Yuki to atone for my sins. Yes, take back your agency, Queen. Don't atone for Utsuro's bullshit, because that's his fucking cross to bear, not yours. The only way to do that is to stop Mikado's plan, no matter what. We have to stop him.
Oh boy.
Wee.
Love him.
Alright, away we go. Somewhere else for more info.
Where? Oh.
Ah, yes. Let's go.
We might want to cut it here, though.
We do, because you're gonna want more tea when we go into this room.
Alrighty then. Alrighty, we'll see what is inside this very suspicious room next time then. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.